behalf of the Richmond Board of Education, Superintendent Walmsley, the entire Richmond High School staff and students, we welcome you all to Richmond Community Schools Ben Bolt Stadium and John Coker Field for the home of the Richmond Blue Devils for tonight's football game between the Spartans of Imlay City High School and your own Richmond Blue Devils on this homecoming weekend. It's a beautiful night in downtown Richmond for football and Hall of Fame, Hall of Honor night. Before we announce the starting lineups, the privilege of this game was made possible by those who have fought and continue to fight for the freedoms we enjoy. Let us now honor and respect their efforts and our country. Would you all, who are able, please stand. Gentlemen, please remove your hats. Active and retired military, we encourage you to render the appropriate salute. Others placing your hand over the heart as the Richmond High School Marching Band, with the assistance of the Richmond Middle School and High School choirs, perform the national anthem under the direction of Mrs. Michelle Maples and Mrs. Molly Schack. The American flag was presented tonight by the Jimmy Coleman VFW Hall right here in Richmond. Now for the starting lineup. Starting on offense for the Spartans of Imlay City.
Good evening and welcome to Richmond campus, Ben Bolt Stadium, John Coker Field, 2024 fall homecoming. The Blue Devils play the Spartans of Imlay City. Both teams coming in at 1-4, 1-3 in the league. This is a must-have for the Blue Devils to keep their playoff hopes alive. They finished the schedule more favorably than what they've had. They have one more real tough game, Almont, next week, who's battling Armada tonight for most likely the winner of the division, or BWAC. But tonight's game, a must-have to stay in the playoff conversation. Then Almont, anything can happen. Perhaps toughest team on the schedule, though. We'll find out later tonight when they play at Armada. Then they're at Elginak, another must-win, but probable win to give them 3 wins. And then they finish here against L'Anse Creuse North, who's struggling as well, 0-4. And if they win them and get all those Class A points at 4-5, I think the Blue Devils get in. But it doesn't happen if they don't win tonight. Number 2, onside kick taken by 50 Pierce. Number 2, Cizik. I'm Keith Bartels. Coach Jeff Paxton with me. Connor Cook on camera. Jason Robbins producing. He's not here tonight, but Connor Cook doing both duties. Welcome, Coach.
Great job by Pierce there, not to do too much with the ball, right?
Yeah.
You see it coming at you, you can get big eyes and want to take off, but
yeah, and he's a lineman, defensive and offensive, but he's a baseball player. He's got good hands. Benetti fakes it to Dom Benetti. He's going to score untouched. One play, one touchdown, just like that.
Where's that been all year?
Well,
We've talked about that.
Yeah, we'll talk. Last week, the Blue Devils last week were in the game with North Branch. They lost 28 to 12. There was definitely concerns and some things that went wrong. Gave up too many big plays, but it was encouraging knowing you're up there. You're playing a tough, physical North Branch team, a team that I think when you look at it, compare it, could have won.
You talk about the slow start the last couple. 2 weeks ago when Armada was here, Armada scored real quick. This is exactly what the Blue Devils haven't really had this year. Springing out real early to a lead, and I'm playing from the front.
Yeah, I'm looking at that Imlay City sideline right there. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 reserves, so they're at like 18 kids. It's a once proud program that hasn't been able to put anything together since the early 2000s. We're looking at almost a quarter of a century. The Spartans of Imlay City have been down. Just what the Blue Devils wanted, though, here. They would an Achilles heel this year for the Blue Devils has been injuries, and they've gotten beaten up. We talked to Coach Misko at the beginning of the year, and they're a very talented team, but not a very deep team, and some injuries have plagued the team. So tonight's goal is stay focused, take care of business, no injuries. Put this game away early so you don't lose anybody. If you want a chance to upset Almont next week, maybe Almont beats Armada tonight, and then they're primed for an upset next week. So
wouldn't that be something?
Yes, it would. That would be the biggest program win in the last 6 years. Martell's the kick.
Coming right back at him. Get it!
And Bartell's kick
that was a nice kick.
Over here around the 37-yard line, flag on the play.
Every time you think we got Coach Misko figured out, he comes out with a stumper on us. I thought someone was going to grab the ball. It was perfect placement on that.
Yeah, I don't know much about this Imlay City team other than they're struggling. I just don't understand why you would give them the ball at the own 37-yard line.
Yeah, we talk about playing the yardage every week, right? Now, do you have any idea? Like Imlay City's got a pretty good student body population. Is it
Yeah, they do.
They're bigger than us, right? Student body.
Yeah, several kids, several seniors, several kids didn't go out this year.
It's just mind-boggling because they have a big.
For whatever reason, he's wide open.
And that's why you kick it deep.
Imlay City going deep into their playbook with a little trickeration there.
The Dan Campbell method.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff going on early on here.
Nice play for the Blue Devils. If that was a little better thrown, it would have been a touchdown.
Hey, it worked.
Yep, receiver had to wait on it. Tonight is Hall of Fame induction. Coach Glenn News, who put the program on the map, took the program in 1990, had 4 or 5 losing seasons, 4 or 5 in a row. I don't think he won a game in his first 3-4 years. And then he rattled off 9-10 straight league championships. First coach to take the team to the playoffs. Took the team to the semifinals in 04. Sean Misko, the coach here, was the fullback of that 04 team that lost to DeWitt in the semifinals. Coach News definitely a legend and the pioneer of putting the Blue Devils on the map in the last 50 years.
When I first came around Richmond, News was the head coach.
Tramontana gained a couple off that, took it off the left side. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4.5. How about them Tigers, huh?
I know. We finally got some pride back in the city, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
and they're dangerous because now they're playing above their talent level because
they believe
it's mental, right? They got that edge. And that's what Blue Devils need to do today, is play with an edge.
Yep, Evans, inside handoff. It's going to be short, gain of about 3.5 at about the 20.5-yard line. It's going to be 4th. And we'll call it 2.5. 4 down territory here.
Yeah, if I'm coach, I'm running a I'm passing. I'm going to do a.
Yeah, it's interesting to see what they run here. Offset
run
eye
outside.
to the left.
I think number 12 lost it in the lights. I thought he was.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't have someone short here in the flat, that runs right to the sticks and then, kind of angles towards the pylon. Blue Devils give up the big play, but then stymie them after that, keep them out of the red zone. Yeah, so last week, Dom had a few plays on that jet sweep right and jet sweep left. We've been looking for it all year, and ran it last week, and then here it is. So he had some really good gains on that, and then now Imlay City obviously watched the game film. So what's the counter off of that going to be? Is it going to be the jet sweep fake, roll your quarterback left and send your tight end down the seam up the middle?
Yeah, you run those. Everybody goes right except for the tight end come back, or a delayed handoff, right? Jet sweep fake handoff to the. Going back the other way.
Yep, it's going to be encroachment. High school football, you cannot get back. If you enter that neutral zone, you're not given an opportunity to get back. It's an automatic.
The umpire today is actually doing the math on where the ball goes instead of walking off the penalties. So that's an improvement so far.
Yeah. Coleman takes it off left, makes the first man miss.
Nice job cutting it back.
Then gains about 5. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Coleman, a freshman, he's been banged up a little bit, but pound for pound, being a freshman, he runs in there hard and is tough.
Yeah, he's had to run the ball probably more than they wanted to initially, right, coming into this season, but he's done well. And he's secured the ball.
Yeah, he hasn't.
He's secured the ball really well.
Down to the 3rd and 1 with the ball right there at the 30-yard line of the Blue Devils.
Man, it's a good night football, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
Weather's perfect. Cooled off just a little bit.
Beautiful October day. Benetti, he's going to be. I think he's going to be short.
It's close.
Depends on. You got it. They're giving it to him.
We talked about the ball spot was back further than, but yeah.
Man, if I'm Imlay City, I'd want a measurement. And they're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, but yeah, that's short of where the.
Where they were marking it with their feet and where they put the ball are 2 different spots.
Yeah, he needed to make it to the 31-yard line according to the sticks on the side.
Yeah, with the ball placement, he's a full half-yard short.
So we got twins left and right. Evans to Benetti's right. Drops back to pass. Throws up a little bit too long for Hollister.
I like it. Throw, it's 1st down, right? I mean, You've done a good job running so far.
Yeah, that first play, Benetti not getting touched, sprinting down the sidelines and scoring. Makes you believe a little bit. So it gives you a little more.
That was a nice throw, nice route. I mean, he overthrew him a yard. Hollister was clear by a couple yards.
Yep. Second.
It's a safe throw. That's what I like about it. It was a nice, safe, go for it.
He was
play of the year.
He was stopped in the backfield.
That's the play of the year so far.
He was stopped in the backfield. He was hemmed in. He cut right. He stopped, went back against the grain, cut left, cut up the middle, ran in between 2 or 3 tacklers.
I don't think he was touched after he made it past the line of scrimmage.
Made the first few guys, ran right through him, and then after that, he hit that seam and he was gone. Impressive run by the freshman. Kick is down, it's up and good.
Wow.
Swamba with the hole, Pierce with the snap. Bartels with the kick, making it Blue Devils 14, Imlay City 0. Well, I don't want to jinx them.
Hey, good for their confidence. This is what they need, though.
Yep. Big win going into, making you believe for the rest of the game. Like I said, this is a must win. You never know what can happen next week, but you're at Almont. It's going to be a juggernaut. You better come out of this one healthy.
Well, I like this. You put some points up, sub, right?
And then
maybe not everybody at one time, but if you can, just those little rotations.
And then at Elginak, Imlay City beat Elginak. So that's who we play in 2 weeks. So that would be 3. If they lose to Almont, that's 3 and 5. Then that sets up a win and you're in most likely Friday night against L'Anse Creuse North because of all those extra bonus points. 3 years ago, the Blue Devils got into playoffs at 4 and 5. And playing a L'Anse Creuse with all those bonus points, I believe you get in.
Still would like to have that St. Clair game back.
Yeah, that's a kicker.
Is that Pierce that licked him?
26 is Evans. Nibby.
50. Pierce, he hit him so hard he was a little slow to get up. But he bounced off him. But he hit him, he stuck him pretty hard.
So Imlay City take over on their own 27. Not sure that was meant to be a squib kick. One of those adrenalines.
Outkicked his coverage there. Well, it was a nice boot.
You try to kick it too hard, just like in golf. Got to let your club do the work. Gain of 3. 0. Trama, Montana. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7. 6 and 15 to go. Both teams 1 and 4.
A win tonight for the Blue Devils goes a long way in their psyche too. It's like losing stinks.
Yeah, and
helps you prep for next week, right? Going in, it's going to be a tough game already going into Almont.
Yeah,
it's not like these kids don't know that.
Yeah, They've gotten better. They got beat up pretty good up at Croswell, 42-10, and then here at Armada, what was that? 42-0. It was a running clock, but I thought there was promise in that game. I don't think they got as beat up. There was promise, even though they got shut out. And then last week, like I said, I thought nice hit by Nibby.
If he hits him above the waist, the receiver at least gets another yard. Right. Just following, right? Phenomenal tackle.
Well, Nibby, I say it every time I'm on TV. He's not big in stature, but pound for pound, he is one of the toughest kids in the stadium right now. He's not afraid.
It was a beautiful tackle. He dropped him where the ball.
Back in when he was in 7th grade, and these seniors were 8th graders, he played a nose guard, and it would take 2 or 3 guys to tackle him because he was so quick and he'd get in their legs. Imlay City going for it. It's going to be a quick punt. Oh, Good job by Dom. Probably saved them 15 yards there. That ball was going to roll a little bit more. Had the confidence and understanding to get it and then get north and south. I wouldn't be surprised to see Blue Devils air it out here.
Yeah, why not, right?
Well, and again, I said this about Armada when Armada was passing when they were up big. You got to practice.
You got to practice. Look, next week,
you're going to need it.
You need to hold the whole playbook.
Right. Inside handoff, gain of 3.
I mean, look, you know, the onside kick.
That was Coleman.
Maybe today didn't make sense to everybody watching because you just scored a touchdown. But you know what? Like next week,
right?
Maybe they need that, right?
Or they play up and
they see that film. They know they should have had that ball.
Yeah. Yeah, they got one in
It bounced.
Yeah, they got one in Croslex.
Same thing. I'd like to see us go for a kick.
2nd and 7. Honnold near side. Hollister and Benetti left. Max protection. Hollister. Gain of about 20 yards. Nice pitch and catch. That's a play right there you're going to need.
He made eight yards after the catch there just because of his legs. Cutting inside instead of going out.
Yeah.
You know what it seems? Sometimes you watch some of the games this year, they're behind, whatnot. It almost seems like the offense is trying to play in fast forward. Very good job, everybody just almost like taking a deep breath. They're playing within themselves. The blocking's, protection's been good.
Twins left, Benetti back to pass. Throws it up, Hollister wide open.
You know who made that? The running back picked up the blitzing end.
Was Coleman?
Yeah, Coleman picked up. When you see that replay, Coleman picked up the blitzing back and held him up enough for Anthony to make that throw.
Well, and the other thing too is you, besides St. Clair, you know, they'd like to have that one back, you know, get that back. But, you know, Croslex, Armada, and North Branch, I mean, that's a gauntlet, right? Right out of the gate. Your back half isn't as strong or as tough as your front half, you know. So you play the schedule and you can't do anything about the schedule, but having some of these games earlier, because like you said, Detroit Tigers baseball, they're playing better than what they are. Because they're believing.
They have one starting pitcher.
Yeah.
That's reliable right now.
Yeah. The other night they pitched 7, right? They had 7 on the mound. So in a 5-game series, I don't think anybody's better in baseball.
Cleveland's about ready to find out, I think. I hope, anyways.
Well, Cleveland would rather play Houston.
100%.
You know, I wouldn't want to play the roar of 24, right?
The thing is, when he pinch hit Ibanez with bases loaded the other day, right in the 8th, is he crazy?
Everybody's like, what are you doing? He's batting 183.
He's coaching. If he's not the coach of the year, I understand there's several of them that are really good. He coached and got to the playoffs after they sold at the trade deadline.
Yes.
With one starting pitcher.
And the Cy Young
best run.
Right.
Best run in baseball.
There's a high end over end.
That looks like a kick of a future college kicker.
Yeah. Almost through the uprights. That's 70 yards. Yeah, he's excited. Ohio University was here this week. They came out to visit him.
He put on some weight from last year.
Oh, yeah.
I almost didn't recognize him when I saw him on the field a couple weeks ago.
He's lifting a lot of weights. Works out with Coach Baba, middle school.
And he cut his hair.
And he cut his hair. Yeah. PE teacher, but also the strength and he's the powerlifting coach. Outside handoff. Look, ball's on the ground. Blue Devils recover.
Wow.
Blue Devils
Go
recover.
Blue Devils. That's another thing. We've done a pretty good job of not giving the ball away, but we haven't seen a lot of takeaways.
Right.
Now, if you're Imlay City, the game just went from bad to worse.
Right.
You're short on subs.
The
man. Wow. B-Wax in full motion tonight.
Twins to the right, twins to the left. Evans to Benetti's right. Back to pass.
Nice protection.
That's a pass where number 2 or 1 could have intercepted. That's a pass where you try to throw over them in the back of the end zone, the back pylon, and you tell Dom to get to the back of the pylon. You point to it, and so that he's either going to make a heck of a catch and be in bounds, or it's going to be incomplete. And it's a teaching
and
moment.
Everything else was pretty good. You know what I mean? Like he was already sounding like just slide.
Yeah, or tuck it. Yeah, or tuck it and run. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get what you can.
But you're right. That's the hard part when you're moving your feet on the move. It's that touch.
Yep.
Lob pass.
Inside handoff. Evans.
Nice change of direction.
Gain 6. Bring up 3rd and 6.
Now 4th down. Do we kick or we go for it?
I
want to see him kick it.
Yeah, I don't. The blocking for kicking and extra points and everything's been spotty all year. There's been 4 or 5 blocks with punts too, but so I don't know. Do you do it against a team to gain confidence?
Oh, 100%. I hope they score a touchdown. He's
Right.
kicking extra points, but
Drops back to pass. Nice play. Nice play. Good touch. Good route.
Dom did a good job of putting his hands up.
Yeah, he's got good hands.
That's a harder catch to make, that back shoulder while you're moving.
Yeah, what people realize.
And it's hard without your helmet, but look into your ear hole.
Yeah, and getting your head and the helmet wrapped around your
Remember
shoulder
the pain
pad.
that first couple days of practice?
Oh.
How bad your head hurt.
And your neck.
Oh, goodness.
And you had that mark on your forehead. Because we didn't have comfortable helmets like these. These are comfortable here.
Yeah.
Nevin's going to lose 2. Be 2nd and goal from the 4. That play just takes too long to develop.
Yeah. Look, they've done a lot. They've done everything really good so far tonight. So,
right here, though, they've been doing a nice job pass blocking. And Benetti's done a couple good job with extending plays with his feet. But a play right here where you just want to punch it down their throat is for confidence building. Is you want to push them off the line here. That'll probably be the last play of the quarter.
So do we get a running clock today?
Yes.
That would be great. If we could score enough to have a running clock in the second half to get out and speed the game up, reduce the chance of somebody getting dinged.
Get your seconds in to get some reps for
100%.
the next man up mentality in that running clock.
100%.
But then you get out of here and you tell your boys, you say, listen, it's homecoming weekend. Nothing stupid. Be smart. Nothing stupid. We got a playoff spot to fight for. We got a playoff spot to fight for, and maybe this will be the one that catapults them to that playoff spot. Was there a score in that game?
Yeah, Elmont 95-yard touch kickoff return for a touchdown, up 7-0 Armada early.
Armada's up?
No, Elmont scored on Armada.
Okay. Here's a high school football story for you. So This was probably 6 years ago, before Elmont made the run. Elmont's made a great run in the last 5 years. So this might have been 7 or 8 years ago. They made a great run. They've been runner-up twice. They lost to Lansing Catholic Central. They had the lead in the third quarter and then lost a tough game against a very good school. And then last year they lost to Kingsley, so they're runner-up twice in the last 5 years. Long story short, they're playing Montrose, or not Montrose, they're playing Frankenmuth in the district championship game 7 years ago. They're up. They just score. They're up 5 seconds left. They make the mistake. They kick it deep. Frankenmuth returns it for a touchdown. No time on the clock. Frankenmuth wins. You want those coaches, the ones that said squib it versus the ones that said kick it deep. I guarantee that was a 24-hour argument. It's always easy coaching from up here and coaching in hindsight, though, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Benetti gives to Evans behind him, snowed under. It's going to be 4th and goal. I know you don't want to show it here. I know they're trying to get Logan into the end zone, homecoming and all that, trying to get him in and everything. Ran him 3 straight times there, but have Benetti pull it and beat the kids to the corner.
Yeah. Just a delayed keeper.
Yep. Draw everybody
and run to the long side of the field so you could,
because they're drawing everybody in to stop this play here. Now, 4th time might be a charm. They're going to try it off tackle right, I have a feeling. He's going to be short.
Oh, my goodness. He tried the same play 4 times.
See, that's where I was talking about. I would like to see him establish that a little bit more. You're playing a depleted Imlay City team. You got 1st and goal on the 2. You lose 2 on the 1st. You gain 1 or 2 on the next one. And then you gain a half yard on the 4th down. That's that dominance. That's that cohesiveness in that line that needs to get better to make a push for the playoffs. That's going to be a safety. Or he might have gotten out. He did.
He did on a second effort. The initial.
Yep.
He was hit in the backfield.
Montana got out in his second effort there because the initial hit was a yard back in the backfield by Brody Mayer, I believe.
Look, you want to be able to punch it in, right? I get Misko wants his line to establish some oomph.
Now.
But in my mind, getting to the running clock would supersede that.
It's huge because you've had buzzard luck all year with injuries. And you can't afford, there's like 6, 7 freshmen up, so you don't want any silly injuries.
You drop back in the end zone. Oh.
Gutsy call.
It worked, but I'll tell you what, that was for sure a gutsy call.
Now I know a lot of players, maybe because you're down 21-0 and you're outmatched in this game, you don't do this. But the wind's at your back. If this was, a tough game, defense, Richmond was having a hard time moving it, you punt here on 3rd down. Nobody's back.
Get a nice roll.
Yeah, get a nice roll. I've seen Hayden Fry, the old Iowa coach, do it. I've seen Bo Schembeckler do it. Punting on 3rd down. See what they have dialed up here. Rolling left. Throws it. It's caught. That's why you don't punt it. That was a jump ball, and he got up there.
There were defenders there.
Yeah, in between 2.
Look, it's a gutsy throw
Yeah.
because he's just at the goal line. Somebody's breathing down, getting ready to hit you.
Well,
Those are two gutsy calls, though.
Yeah. Well, that's a situation, too, right there where when you're breaking down film this week and you bring the boys in Sunday night or Monday, whenever they do it, that's why we work on the high point drill, guys. That's why we work on timing the ball and getting our hands up and high pointing it.
The other thing is that really, if you held them to 3 and out inside the 5,
Yep.
it makes that not scoring touchdown a little bit better because you're still going to get the ball inside the 50.
Right. Exactly. Evans, number 1, their quarterback, he's made some good throws. Number 10 there, Carboyles.
They got to get a body on him. He hasn't been hit around yet.
Right.
I don't know that he's actually taken a shot.
Well, and they're doing a nice job rolling him out of that pocket, getting him away from that interior rush.
And the lineman moved pretty good. Multiple hits on some of the
offset eye, not even really an offset eye to his right, makes it a trips. Nibby comes
good
up.
job forcing him back, playing his lane.
Nibby, Towner, and Evans.
We got the chance. Lauren Creon graduated a few years ago with my youngest, Casey, class of 22. She plays D1 softball down U of D Mercy. We went down this afternoon to watch her play. They got beat by Wayne State 5-4.
Oh, good game.
In a 10-inning scrimmage. But we saw Lauren. She was 2 for 3.
Nice.
It's good to see the Blue Devils succeed at the next level.
Yeah, she's a good athlete. Inside handoff fake, slant, 10. Evans to 10.
Nice throw again.
Yeah, it's going to be a first down.
Well, look, obviously Imlay City's got to throw the ball.
Right. Carboyles.
You're down 21, not even halfway through the second quarter. You got to.
Well, if you're
got to speed up some pressure. You got to find a way to get some pressure on him so his feet aren't set when he tries to throw.
Yeah, if you're Imlay City, you're happy here. You had this ball on the 1 foot line, right? And
it was 3rd and 7 from the 3.
And you're already out to the 31-yard line. You get a punt of 10 or 20, 30 yards, and you almost flipped your field. Trey Montana taken down by Evans. No gain. Bring up 2nd and 10.
Jackson Pierce also in there. We got Livian on the play, 2 and 10. Ball up to 36.
I have a feeling it's going to be a pass play here. No. He made a mistake by not running.
He slowed down. You got to go north-south right away and get at least to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, or string it out and run out over those, outrun those big linemen. Cam Sutherland, 68, outside end on that play, brought him down with loss of 1. He had the initial stop, had him by his jersey, and the rest of the Blue Devils finished them up. But this is a win for Imlay, even if they don't get it on here, because maybe that's why they didn't pass it there. Clock's running.
Yeah.
We were talking, another touchdown. We were a foot away from 28-0. Roland White, 0. Nice play. Nice block there by 0. Trey Montana gave 1 the ability to step back up into the pocket, and he hits 2. Sezik for a first down.
If he has a chance to set his feet, he can throw.
What was impressive there is he found that receiver in the soft part of that zone in between 4 defenders.
Yeah.
5 and 13 to go.
They got to find some way to get some pressure up the middle. They're doing a good job stopping the run, so they stop. They haven't been running. But when you're down 21, do you have time to run the ball? Every once in a while, just to keep them honest. I pass.
Yeah.
And if I'm Imlay, they've been successful. They got 50 yards on this.
I formation. There's your ISO. Nothing doing. Judai, number 3, with the initial tackle.
No gain on the play. 2 and 10, ball at the 50.
Bring up 2nd and 10. You know, stranger things have happened. I've seen teams up 21-0 at halftime and then lose in the second half. I don't see that happen. The Blue Devils out-talent Imlay City, but Imlay City, they're starting to believe here a little bit. It's a pretty good little drive for them.
What you don't want is to see them take 4 minutes off the clock and score right before halftime.
Right. Ball's on the ground. Oh, and Imlay City gets it. So he would have been tackled for about a 5-yard gain. It ends up being a 9-yard gain. Trey Montana fumbled it forward.
And now you know they got 2 plays to get 2 yards.
Yeah. It's been tough sledding for them, though. I mean, I know they got 9 there, really 5, and then the fumble forward. They haven't been able to get outside. See what they have here. You're right, though. It's 2 to get 2.
And you got to play. You got to play up.
I formation, fullback. He's not going to get it. He's going to gain 1 though, so you're going to have 4th and 1 with 3 and 10 to go.
You got to think they're going to pass.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, I don't know.
I don't know. They haven't had a real negative pass play.
No.
Since their first possession.
Yeah, and that first possession, I just don't think they had anybody out in the flat, you know, and see what they run here. They're behind I formation, fullback behind Evans. Quarterback sneak, he gets it.
Quarterback sneak right up the middle, brought down by a host of Blue Devils, but it'll be enough for a Spartan first down. They're just going to be spotted at
The very sparse Spartan crowd over there is.
Hey, good for them, though. You know what I mean? I don't like anybody get lopsided.
Have a lot to cheer about.
This drive's been impressive. I mean, they took over on the 1 inch mark.
With difference in inch makes,
and you've controlled the ball.
Yep. Offset I behind Evans, off tackle left. No gain. They've done just enough though, right? How many of their plays no gain, 1 yard, half yard, and then a pass play for, you know, on 3rd and 10 for 8 or for like 18 or 14. And it goes back to that play when I said punt.
Yes.
And it was 3rd and 7 from their own 3. I'd be interested to see if he goes to that halfback, that little halfback dip, you know, throw pass.
Yeah, because that could have been a touchdown. If it, you know. Oh, there's a hold.
Yep. I'd decline it. Well, you're not going to decline it now. Yeah.
But that's a good hold.
Yep. Clear holding.
It was going to be a 15-yard.
Yeah, at least 15 yards. Pierce was breathing down his neck and beat his man, and he couldn't do anything but grab his jersey.
Now, if you're Misco, do you take timeouts, try and get the ball back before halftime? I would consider it if I was in this, only because I want to change the momentum going in.
And you want to work on your 2-minute offense.
Yeah. Because look, we're honest. Imlay really sucked up. We're up 21-0. Imlay's done a phenomenal job of taking the wind out of our sails with this lengthy, successful until that. That's the only negative play they've had.
8 minutes, right?
8 minutes.
Imlay City's calling timeout. A little confusion here. There's going to be trips near side.
Well, if you're Misco, now you just got to make sure you have the right pass position, pass defense, what you want for your nickel, dime package, whatever.
Yep. Well, nothing gets behind you, right? That little halfback pass they got behind. But in this situation, nothing gets behind you. Keep everything in front of you.
Look, Imlay City they want to score some points.
They're saying put 1:08 on the clock, I think. Yep, there it is, 1:08. See what Imlay City has dialed up here on a 2nd and 22.
It's been a pretty clean game so far, though.
Yep.
Penalty-wise.
Pretty penalty-free.
I mean, it was an obvious hold.
That's an illegal formation. They don't have enough. Oh, nice move. Made Nibby miss. Nice play. He gained 10, 11 yards. 11 yards. Nibby coming up like a missile.
I know. Now that would have been.
Yeah, I was going to look like he was going to just. You were like starting to wince a little bit, knowing what collision was coming. Well,
that's what you did not want for Imlay City.
Well, that was 4th down, right?
It's like a punt.
Yep.
Now this is where if you were to take a timeout, you could have.
Yeah, is that 19 seconds? 15. 15 seconds. Well, you have your timeout, so with 15 seconds, you can run.
That first pass play that they missed to Hollister, that route was open.
Yeah, you can run maybe 3 plays here with 3 timeouts. The box had 3rd down, but I think that was 4th down. It's I want to say as good as a punt, but it wasn't because of the nice return. But Imlay City here is in their.
The line should be nicely rested.
Deep prevent. Back to pass, throws it to Hollister. That was good defense.
He stayed a step behind. He found the ball.
Yeah, he looked back.
He did a good job of locating the ball, which is the big no-no. You can see it pros. They don't locate the ball.
Yep. His left hand was on him a little bit, but as long as you look back and you're not holding him back.
Yeah, I was okay with that.
Yep.
And look, I'm pretty.
Yep, that was good D.
We need
probably about
15 to 20 yards, timeout, try a field goal.
Yeah, I'd say about 25.
What's the Michigan high school field goal record?
I don't know, 60-some maybe?
Is it?
Right there, he's settling in the middle.
He missed his man on his jump.
Yep. That's what they were going for there.
That would have been really nice. That would have been interesting.
I'd like it to be going the other way, have the wind a little bit.
Yeah.
That's a tough crosswind. It's coming right at us at an angle. I don't know, in that situation, do you want the ball in the left hash or the right hash?
Yeah, probably the right, and blow the ball to the corner.
Trips to the right, Benetti goes back. That's going to be the end of the quarter.
Benetti goes incomplete, depending on that player, number 7, Homer. And it is the end of the first half.
Lots of times in that situation, you see your quarterback roll way out. You have everybody get down to the end zone, throw it up for a Hail Mary. Looked like they were setting up something short there. And we have halftime show coming up here and our Hall of Fame inductees. Congratulations to the winners. We will be back after this. Keith Bartels, Coach Jeff Paxson, Connor Cook on camera. We're getting ready to start the second half here. Richmond received the opening kickoff, scored one play later, make it 20 or make it 7-0. Bartels the kicker, see what they have dialed up. High end over end.
Into the wind.
Into the wind. Into the end zone about a yard, maybe 2. And that's a good call there, I think. You know, sometimes we're hard on Coach Misko. It's easy from up here, but you know, you're up 21-0. You had all the momentum. You lost it a little bit. You didn't lose it enough to lose the game, but you lost it a little bit in the last 8 minutes because of Imlay City's offense, right?
No, that was Imlay City did a great job of deflating the sails a little bit because Richmond was on a path of just annihilation, right?
Yep, and they
stopped them on the 4th and goal, which was a huge defensive stand win for them, and then they ran out basically the entire 4th quarter.
Yeah, they shortened the game, right? That was their goal, to shorten the game. They, you know, we talked about this when we were home against Armada a couple weeks ago. Win the battle. Okay, that series they drove the ball 50, 60 yards. They won that battle. Are they going to win the game? Probably not, but they won that battle. So when you're in those games, you try to win a battle for your next game.
That was a huge battle they won there. I mean, it was 20, should have been 28-0. It's 21-0.
Twins near side, inside handoff, bobbled a little bit. Nice play by 53, Copeland.
Richmond's been phenomenal against the Imlay City running game so far.
Yes, they have.
I mean, kudos to the defensive front here. They've made them extremely one-dimensional.
Their largest run was a 9-yard gain. It was actually 5 with a fumble forward, a 4 to make it 9. The Blue Devils looking to build on this. Again, have a tough one next week, but then they have Algonac, which they can't look past but need to beat, and then upset or beat L'Anse Creuse, bigger school, to get in the playoffs. Nice job of breaking down there by Dom, not letting 2 get outside.
Well, you got to think
Sezik. I think they'll probably act like they're going to go for it again and punt
pooch it.
Yeah, like they did the last time. Here comes their punt team.
Great defensive stand to start the.
Yeah,
you don't want them going another 8-minute rant.
Right, they got the ball on the 20, and now they're on the 18-yard line. You got Don Benetti and J.J. Hollister deep. Both of them are equally capable of returning it to the house. Run and punt.
You got a finger on it?
And right now, as a coach, you're like, let that roll, let that roll. Number 3's like, I don't want J.J. or Dom to get that.
Yeah, he got some fingers on the ball. Sending his pinky down the cone.
Oh, that was partially blocked?
Yeah.
So Blue Devils have the ball on the Imlay City 40. Great starting field position. 9:37 to go. In case you're joined us, Blue Devils scored on their first 3 possessions.
And I don't think they had the ball total of a minute and a half.
No, that first run untouched by Benetti, and then Coleman ran one deep and then threw a bomb. Here's Coleman again. He's got one man to meet. And he
move.
He does juke Coleman into the end zone. Number 4 did the ultimate sin there, land outside in, right? He juked you inside.
You got to go work him to the sideline, right? Never get juked back.
Yeah, because you're helping.
That's where you see a freshman running like a junior or senior, right? I mean, that was an advanced juke move.
Yep, he's fast. Nice job.
And all he needed was just to freeze him for a half second. He was never recovered. That was the only guy that could have stopped him.
Here's an area that coaches, I know they're going to break down film, would want to improve this week. Extra point is up, and it is
In orbit.
good. It ended up in lane 8. Into the wind.
See, once again, they scored 2 plays,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
But good job. I mean, we talked about Imlay City really controlled that second quarter with their time of possession. Even though they didn't get any points, they really kind of took the game over.
Yep.
Eliminating the ability for Richmond to score there, you know, when they got the ball back on the interception late in the second quarter. But
So now your goal again, I think, I don't know, he might try an onside kick here, but your goal here is kick him deep, pin him deep, have your defense get another stop, get another score, and you got a running clock. You escape your injury. Elmont is down at Armada at halftime, 21-14.
that'd be big for Armada.
Yes, that would be their first championship in
I think
quite
they
a
said
few
it
years.
was 21-7 at one point.
Yeah. Imlay City standing at the end zone. End over end kick.
And Markel kick goes into the end zone for a touchback. So it'll be 1st and 10. Imlay City with the ball at the 20.
Yeah, I mean, 33 seconds in. That 35, those 35 points would be beautiful right now.
Yeah, because again, and I've said it, you know, earlier in the broadcast, I'm not making excuses, but they have been hit with the injury bug and got a little thin, got a lot of younger kids up. Be good to get to that 35, have the clock run, and then, you know, get some of those kids in to get some experience. And on homecoming night.
Yeah, get home.
There's going to be a timeout, Imlay City.
Timeout on the field. Imlay City.
So Blue Devils 28, Imlay City 0. So that is the game of the year. Looking forward to those type of games coming back here to Ben Bolt Stadium. That mean a lot that, you know, a championship runs through your stadium or through your games. Elmont and Armada. Armada beat Croslex this year for the first time in 24 years. Armada is 18 returners from last year. Tough team. Going to be Division 5. And then Elmont Division 6 would be in Marine City. And Blue Devils, if we beat L'Anse Creuse North, like I said in that last game, to get to that 4th win, not saying we're not going to win next week, but you get that 4th win, we most likely would be playing at Armada week 1 in the playoffs. Stranger things have happened.
Yeah.
There's going to be a hold. Flag on the play.
Number 53, Copeland.
It's a personal foul, chop block.
Chop block on.
Yeah, you got to take it. I don't even know what you think about it. You got to push him back.
Well, yeah, because that's a 15.
That's a 15-yarder.
So it'll be at the 10, half the distance.
Now, if I'm Richmond, you got to expect Imlay's going to go back to that passing game because that was the only thing that really worked for them. I mean, it looked good. It wasn't a. They had a couple that one 3 and 7 from the 3. That was a little bit of a toss-up, but other than that, they've done a really good job at pitching and catching the ball.
It'd be nice to see the defense come up with a pick here. Work on high pointing. We talked about that in the first half. You work on it constantly. High point that ball. Get your hands up. Go after the ball.
They had a couple strips in the first half. They recovered one, but yeah, they and a pick.
Inverted I behind or in front of Evans. Nice play. That might be one of the best running plays they had. They had everybody in. They had one flanker. So that was your traditional 10 guys in the box offensively.
solid 7-yard run. Yeah, the best run of the night, except for the one that was fumbled. This is where you don't they get a big penalty on first down to go back 15 yards. You don't want them to get a first down on this.
Right.
It kind of puts wind in their sails again.
Montana takes it, gains about 4. Bring up a still behind the chains on 3rd and 9. I'd like his adjustment here, though, to try to run the ball, because if you think about it, he just gained 11 yards in 2 plays. He's got, he's in shotgun, single back behind him with 2 up backs, kind of like a V, and then a flanker, bringing in that extra blocker.
Just saw a score update. Marysville beating Marine City 25-7.
Really? That's an upset.
That's in a weird score.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Evans rolling right. Puts it up.
Wow, I thought from up here, almost like he had it for a second.
I don't know who that. It's tough because you got volunteers over there, right? But whoever that chain gain is, you got to watch that. You got to drop that chain.
Yeah. But the receiver went right to the first down marker, though. Kudos. He knew where it was at.
That was a nice route.
The quarterback moved to that, to buy himself some time. Good job for Richmond getting enough pressure to make him throw a little bit earlier than he really probably wanted to. Big defensive stop.
Snap, punt. There's a quick flip. That's going to roll. That's going to be a big punt in the books, but there is a flag. I'm wondering if the up back moved.
He's calling him back.
He's calling him back.
And
illegal shift. The
got a break there if you're Richmond.
Yeah, the up back moved a little bit. So that would have been a 10, 20, 30, 40, 53-yard punt. Illegal shift.
That's good at any level.
Yes, you do that on an average, you're in the Hall of Fame of the NFL.
How about them Lions, huh? Another one.
Yeah, they're playing tough. Good bye week for them.
Their offense looked phenomenal. Finally looked like the offense of last year, right?
Yeah, they
were sort of like us tonight. They were scoring too quick.
Yeah.
Monday night.
They'd like to have that Tampa Bay game back.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And Tampa Bay gets beat last night. Kirk Cousins beats them in overtime. 45-yard touchdown pass. Nice athletic play there. Nice punt. Benetti catches it at the 49-yard line.
There was a lot of good things there for Imlay City.
Yeah, nice athletic play there by
just to catch that high snap.
Sezik.
High and to his right? It wasn't even straight, just high. He had to move.
First and 10, second drive for the Blue Devils this half. Starting in Imlay City territory.
Seems like a lot of things have happened so far in the third quarter, and there's still 6 minutes and 55 seconds, 56 seconds, something.
Twins to the right and left. Evans to the right of Benetti. Back to pass. Gets it to Hollister. Nice block there. He's out of bounds. Oh, he missed it. he did step out. But zero was in the way, and I don't think the ref saw it, but he did step out.
He was trailing, yeah. Look.
Yeah. But they called it a touchdown.
Need this extra point.
Yep. Good to see Hollister get in the end zone. You don't have a red challenge flag, and nothing's reviewed upstairs in high school football. So
we were down at that softball game today at UD Mercy, and bases were loaded, 2 outs. UD Mercy this girl hit this pop fly with some.
See, like right there, number 0. 0 came in there untouched.
Yep, you got to get a body.
You got to get That can't happen. So that makes it 35. Imlay City nothing.
Huge.
And the clock is going, and we talked about this, unfortunately, Armada against us 2 weeks ago. It's tips is what the rule is. It's touchdowns, or tips, timeouts, injuries, penalties, and scores is only time the clock will stop. It doesn't stop on an incomplete pass. It stops at the end of the quarter, obviously. But timeouts, injuries, penalties, and scores.
Yeah, it was saying down to that softball game, this girl hit this pop-up, man, right to the pitcher, but it had so much backspin, it hit the pitcher's glove, hit the ground, and rolled out. People were running the bases. They're like, foul ball. It's like, no, the pitcher touched it. It touched it and spins back out. It
touches in fair territory.
Only 2 umps, right? So they got together, like, nah, we didn't see the touch. It's like, even D1, no replay button.
High end over end kick. Probably 6-7 yards into the end zone.
Well, you got to figure the kids got it. You know, they've had the running clock against them. You know, not because of them this year. So it's got to be a good feeling for them that they've, you know, so far, knock on wood, played a really clean game.
Yep. Well, it's a much-needed win. Blue Devils, you know, lost last week to North Branch, 28-12. I thought they were in that game the whole time. Few big plays here or there, few turnovers, few miscues, and they lost. But definitely a game they could have won. Oh, that's caught. That's caught by number 2.
Wow.
That was a nice catch. Hollister had it.
We had
almost
two
picked it, bounced up. Yeah, it was.
Run off his chest pads.
Yeah, and then went back, and 2 had enough wherewithal to grab it, get a foot down. But
and like we definitely don't want to see us lose this 35-point edge and the clock stop again.
No. You want to pitch a shot out here. You know, I will say when we played Armada 2 weeks ago, I thought Armada was very classy. They didn't run it up. They pulled their starters offensively. They did not pull their starters defensively until real late. And I get that though, because you want to preserve the shutout,
yeah,
right?
No.
So we want to preserve the shutout tonight. Same scenario. You know, you might make some subs, get some of your backup running backs in there, put your backup quarterback in there. You know, put yourself in a situation where you're working on your offense, but you're not necessarily scoring. Yeah. But defensively, you can't let your foot off the pedal.
No. And the perfect would really be nice to have an extra touchdown to play with.
So
and kudos to both teams. Imlay City too. It's hard when you're down, getting beat, to get a little chippy, right? And they've seemed to be playing extremely solid ball. Look, I'm still looking.
And there's a flag. Is that going to be late hit on the quarterback? Yep. Personal foul, roughing the passer. Now in college and pros, he's outside the pocket. You're allowed to hit him.
Yeah, I didn't really watch. I was watching the ball.
I didn't either. I was watching to see if the receiver made another good, another nice play.
But I smell hot dogs, man, and I'm starving. Those hot dogs smell good up here.
I smell it too.
Takes the ball up to the Spartan 46-yard line, 1st and 10.
But this is where you can't give them any edges, right? You got to keep.
Right.
You got to get the ball back.
Yep. Stiffen here, but they're going to have to go 80 yards, and we've said it time and time again. That's sometimes why we're big into kicking it deep. Nice job, Nibby and Judai.
Good job stringing it.
Yeah, referee gets run over there. Nice job stringing it out.
He went down pretty hard.
Yeah, he did.
Why is he calling timeout?
He shouldn't. And I think he forgot it was a running clock.
Oh. Maybe he needed a timeout.
Yeah. Yeah, the guy in the booth kept the clock going. I don't know if that's habit because, it was an out-of-bounds play, so his habit is staying out of bounds.
Yeah.
Gain of 2. Fake rolls right. He's got it. We had his guy, not anymore.
And good job. Yeah, if he thrown that early, he had that under a receiver was wide open.
Yeah, he had 2.
The deep rock kind of cleared out underneath.
Yep. So 50 seconds to go in case you're just joining us. All Blue Devils first half scored 21 early, then stalled a little bit. Part of that stall was Imlay City had a 8-9 minute drive starting at the 1 foot line after a goal line stand that chewed up 8-9 minutes, shortened the game, at least shortened the half. And then second half here, 2 quick touchdowns for the Blue Devils to get the running clock. Keith Bartels, Coach Jeff Paxson, Connor Cook on camera, doing a little camera duty and running the computer and the soundboard and all that.
It's really like the Connor Cook show tonight.
Yep. Flanker right, eye behind him. Tripped up there by Judai and then finished off by Brody Mayer. That's the end of the quarter.
You're going to move the ball 2 yards.
Yeah. It'll confuse,
or 1.
It'll confuse the chain game.
Yeah,
though.
they're going to have to think in 5 minutes to figure out.
Yeah. But
they've done pretty good tonight, though. We messed with them pretty good.
Yeah,
the best crew we've had so far this year at home.
Oh, there was some.
We had some good laughs at.
Yeah, especially that first game. We were like, well, that's their first game too, right? Wow, were they stepping on each other's toes and missing things? But it is what it is. But, you were saying there, it seemed like a lot happened in that third quarter. It took forever. Then the last 6 minutes took, 6 minutes?
You talk about a crazy game. Did you happen to catch any of the Georgia-Alabama game last week?
What a game.
Dude, I shut it off. I'm a Georgia fan, right? I grew up in Georgia, so I shut the thing off at halftime.
In Georgia, they're not going anywhere.
I was doing homework in bed, wife dead asleep, and my phone dings, and it says, Georgia goes up late in the fourth. And I'm like, there's no way. And I caught the last 2 minutes to watch them lose, but should have won. It was a bad throw. Carson Beck shouldn't have thrown that. He underthrew the. Got to throw it to the back.
Yeah.
Like we talked about earlier down here, right? Almost the same identical play. But a heck of a game, though.
It was an exciting game. Those two aren't done seeing each other maybe this year.
People thought Georgia was bad when they played Kentucky, and then Kentucky knocks off Ole Miss last week, right?
Kentucky's tough.
Kentucky is tough.
That Georgia-Alabama game this year, they could play 2 more times. They could play in the SEC championship, and then they could play in the playoffs.
Yeah.
How about that, huh? Well, nice play. Nice tackle there by Hollister. He's down. He's going to have the first down on 4th and 5. He got 5.5.
That hurt him.
No.
Clean tackle, but that doesn't feel good when you get whacked in the thigh from the side.
Yep, you'll feel that tomorrow. Not to pick on the Michigan fans out there. Had a great year last year. A well-built team, but man, they're flirting with borrowing on some lady luck, huh? The USC game, and then the Minnesota game. Sitting on that lead. Their biggest problem is they can't throw the ball.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know. Obviously, a bad recruiting job by Michigan to have. You got to have a better backup plan, right? McNamara was wishy-washy for a few. Yeah, he's gone, but you knew JJ, especially after you won the national championship.
Well,
job one is you got to get a quarterback.
Well, the problem is Harbaugh had 1 foot out the door for like the last 2-3 years, right?
He pulled a Pete Carroll.
Yep.
He pulled a Pete Carroll. That's why I've never been a USC fan.
But the biggest thing that's going to save them is the portal, right? That Tuttle, Jack Tuttle
from UNLV.
He was supposed to. Well, no, not him. The Tuttle, who's on Michigan right now, but he's hurt. Was supposed to be their quarterback.
Yeah.
He was trying to think of where he was last year. He was somewhere, and he played. And he would be a better quarterback than what they got. He wouldn't hurt him. He'd be more like a Greasy type. Can throw and manage the game, and he was supposed to be the guy. So he did get hurt. So, but to have that big of a fall off, but the portal will help him next year. It's changed college football.
What the kid hit UNLV?
Oh, I know.
Played 3 games.
3-0. And
they said they didn't give him $100,000 that they promised his dad, and he ain't playing again.
And he's going to say, show me the money. Trama Montana up the middle. Couple missed tackles there.
Best play of the night for them.
Yes.
Right up the gut.
Those are some of the reminiscent of the past couple weeks. Those big plays that hurt. Those breakdowns and not being focused through the moment. And that brings us back to under the 35 run or 35.
Dude, I'm going to that makes
mercy.
Me mad because I keep smelling the hot dogs and I want one. So you just delayed my hot dog.
Oh,
he missed.
Oh, it's still 20.
Yeah.
But he still did miss. Hits the upright.
All right, Blue, let's go.
So if the Blue Devils score, it starts whining again regardless of the extra point.
I'll tell you what, you better not go for a 4th and goal now. We just need 3 points.
Well, here's the other thing, too. Now that you've given up the goose egg, right, you didn't preserve the shutout.
Yeah, now you got to sub.
Now you can sub. And if you do sub, you're not even necessarily, you don't have to worry about the 30-point rule.
Yeah.
You want reps for your players.
All seriousness, kudos to Imlay City. They didn't give up. It's extremely hard.
A lot of fight.
Keep hitting.
For a team with only 18 or so dressed. I'd like to talk about their coaches, but the roster here doesn't have their coaches. I'm not sure who's coaching them. I do know their freshman class is a pretty decent class of athletes. Kick to Hollister. He catches it.
Got some blockers.
He's got some blockers.
Ooh, nice block. Dom. Jeez.
Yeah, he
clean, decleated number 8.
Yes, he did. Hollister returns it to about the 40-yard line. Johnny Swamba. Good to see.
We're going to see a backup quarterback in there.
Yep.
But you know what? This is what we talked about. You need to have some
he's got
continuity, right?
Yeah, and you need him to get these game reps because there's a few games there where an outside handoff to Coleman. He cuts it up. He doesn't trip there. He might go the distance. Gains 17, 18 yards. But there was a couple games where Benetti got hit pretty hard back there. And, if you do play in Armada again in the playoffs, he's going to have to take some hits. He's going to take some hits next week against Elmont. Certainly, it's great to get your backup some game time reps here.
It's great for Colin just to get the steps in, right? As a former quarterback, right?
Oh, no, this is Swamba, Johnny.
Oh, what?
Johnny Swamba's the backup. He does a nice job in there.
Just just for your teammates, right? To know that.
Yep. Well, yeah.
They score with Anthony on the bench. You know what I mean? It's good for all of them.
Yep. They know that he has command of the offense.
Nice pass.
What? Go the other way.
He had a first down.
You got to break that down in the film. He caught it with a 7-yard gain, and he lost a yard. 8 yards. They're telling him. I see him. They're saying go north and south.
I like the fact that they trusted in the pass.
Yep. Yeah, because you're going to need it.
Let's keep it simple, right? Quick drop. I get it. You know, he was looking for a bigger play.
Yep.
But hey, you got positive yards, take it.
Number 2, he's untouched.
Hot dogs. I'm smelling hot dogs again. Man, he's quick. We got the advantage point up here, but, you know.
Well, he ran one of those last week against a lot better team and did the same thing. Got to the corner, turned the corner, scored a touchdown. And then, here again, just shows off that speed once he gets that corner.
The clock should be running again.
Now here they got to clean up that middle there.
And the extra point signed by Bartell is good.
And the clock is starting, so we're 7:30 on down. Blue Devils 42, Imlay City 6.
Good sub there.
Yep.
Kudos, Coach Misko.
Yep. Because it gives Johnny Swamba some confidence. It gives the team confidence. If your quarterback does get hurt, God forbid, but if your quarterback does get hurt and the backup comes in there, then the team out there says, you know what? You know the offense. You ran the offense. You got us touchdowns. We're okay. Six and 47 to go. Blue Devils 42, Imlay City 6 on this homecoming night.
Yeah, good play. Good possession for Richmond there.
Yeah, I thought they were short. Running somebody on here at the end. Getting another jersey dirty, I hope. Imlay City standing at the goal line.
Boot. That one's that's off the goalpost.
Hit off the goalpost.
Off the left goalpost on a kickoff.
Almost made it through. And that might have been a missed hit. And there's no wind, really.
That was a nice little boot right there. That's a highlight from her.
5 and 36. Imlay City's in no hurry. They got a different quarterback in there too, I believe. Yep, number 7. It's going to be a horse collar.
I don't understand that, though. When you have them, I understand you come in the back of the jersey and you come straight back.
Right.
But that's the second horse collar I've seen when they have them around the shoulder, on their hands.
Right.
Look, I don't want to see anybody get hurt either, so.
Yeah. Third quarter, Armada still winning 21-14. 5:46 left.
It's going to be a slobber knocker over there.
Yep. Number 7 quarterbacking now for Imlay City. Homer, inside handoff. Nice tough run in there, gain of 4.
I mean, Imlay City's in the same boat. You don't want to see anybody get hurt.
Right. And you know, this number 7, Homer, you know, I don't know the ages here or what grade their kids are here, but you know, he might be, you know, their junior, he might be their future, so give him some game experience tonight.
Pretty nice touch on that pass.
Yeah. Pass to Sezik. Gain of about 20.
Listen, we just need 4 minutes. No scores, guys.
Got to keep them out. Homer fakes it, rolls right.
Ooh. Who was it that laid him out?
Number 10 must have been in bounds because no flag flew.
Ooh. That was a clean hit, but he hit him.
Number 10, Landon Lyon, freshman.
Oh, my goodness. I was glad to see him get up real quick after that one, right?
Yep. 2nd and 1. 2:58 to go.
But you're backup. You know, if you're in there as a backup, you want to get a lick.
Oh, absolutely.
You see the quarterback going anyways. Wrap him up, guys. Wrap him up.
Oh, I think he should have kept running.
Yeah, was he gassing?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he got the first down, but I think he gains another 6-7 yards. Two and 12, 42-6, Blue Devils. Big win tonight, improved their record to 2-4 with 3 to go. Tough one next week at Almont, who's currently losing to Armada, and then at Algonac, and then home against L'Anse Creuse North. Win 2 of those 3, and I believe they get in. Oop, that's going to be a fast face mask. 10-on-10 Lions. Carboys.
Yeah, that was.
That's going to be a 15-yard or half the distance to the goal line. Keith Bartels, Coach Jeff Paxson, Connor Cook on camera, and producer Jason Robbins is our producer, but it's the Connor Cook show tonight. Ooh, hear those pads popping up here. Number 25 coming in.
Brought down by 45 and number 6, O'Reilly.
25, Wilson. 6, Oldani. 50 seconds.
Let's go, Blue. Be a nice goal line stance here.
Rolls out, pass. Not a bad drive there. Homer to Carboyles. That's a nice little drive there. Your backup quarterback in there, command of the offense.
Well, there's only 30 seconds left, so
it's going to be 42-13. They're going for the extra point here. If you're the Blue Devils, when you get the ball back, I think you keep Swam in there and you just run up the middle. Tell Imlay City, you know, you're going to call your timeouts, but just run it up the middle. You don't have to take a knee. you know, because you got your backups in there. Still run your offense, run your plays.
Fourth quarter, it is Richmond 42, Imlay City 13.
Have your hands team ready, because this will be an opportunity for Imlay City. I don't know who they have in their last week, if it's going to be a game or not, or, you know, if they're in a situation where they need an onside kick. Certainly they're going to do it here. Try it here.
Good game, though. If you're
all Blue Devils.
Richmond needed that, right?
Oh, absolutely. Needed it to stay in the playoff conversation. And with 3 to go, you don't want to be out. You don't want to be on the outside of the playoff conversation.
Yeah, even if you don't make it at the end, you want to be.
You want to fight for it and lose it at the end. Which I believe they win 2 of their next 3. They win 5 if they win their next 3. Then they'll be 5 and 4. They're in for sure. But I believe they will be in at 4 and 5, because winning 2 of the next 3, you get tons of points. If you beat Elmont, you got Algonac, you're not going to get many points. And then Las Cruz North here, Division I, Class A school, big school.
It looked like it might have been 28 that covered that up.
34 seconds. Imlay City, I know they've used 1 time. I don't think they're going to use timeouts here. I hope not. Swamba throws it to Cooper Honold. He's out of bounds.
They're killing me, man. My stomach is growling.
Yeah, hot dogs.
It's kind of hard, you know what I mean? It's like Blue Devils played really good football. You're winning. You got this game in the bag, and you just want to eat.
And your stomach's turning.
Yeah, and the stomach's turning.
Nice little play there. Nice little pitch and catch.
But once again, I like it. You got to practice it, right?
Yeah.
Different wide receiver, different quarterback.
7-4.
Here's the handoff to Coleman. Coleman takes it off the right side.
He's gone.
He could go.
It's coming back. It's coming back. Flag on the play.
Oh, there's a.
They call it number 10?
Oh, they did that shit on purpose.
Oh, my goodness. I thought he's got. This is. Coleman can't believe it. Man, is he good, though.
Yeah, he's fast.
I tell you what, he keeps it up.
Yeah, and I don't want to keep harping on this, but got to get in the weight room. All of them got. If you don't play basketball and you don't wrestle, you got to get in the weight room. You got to join that powerlifting team. You got to get bigger, faster, stronger. If you don't play baseball and you don't run track, you got to get in the weight room. Weight room has to start in December.
Look in the BWAC. These kids should be playing multiple sports, right? That's the beauty of going to a BWAC school. Take the advantage, experience as much as you possibly can.
Get on the same play. And that should be the last play of the game. Blue Devils 42, Imlay City 13. Big win, homecoming night. It's excellent for the playoff conversation. Next week at Almont will be a tough battle. They are in a battle right now at Armada, down 21-14. They're either going to win an emotional game or they're going to lose and be a little hungry when the Blue Devils come into town. But next team up, and then at Algonac should win that one. Can't look past it, of course. And then Las Cruz North here, another winnable game. Win 2 out of the 3. You know, you would like to be 5 and 4, which makes that St. Clair bite you in the butt a little bit. But you know, you win that St. Clair game, you know, you're not as much desperation, but 4-5 beating L'Anse Creuse gets you in, and the Blue Devils, that's their goal now. The league championship's out of the way, and then you know, you get to play another week, and you get to play your rival again maybe and upset them. Anything can happen in that series, especially if they overlook you because they punched you in the mouth the first time. Keith Bartels to my right, Coach Jeff Paxson, producing and camera tonight, doing everything for us. Connor Cook, happy homecoming 2024. Great for these seniors, and we will be back in 3 weeks for senior night and the final home game of the year. Any last words?
Beautiful. I'm extremely proud of the Blue Devils. Great game tonight. Enjoy your homecoming week. Boys, be good.
Yep, make good decisions. Go Blue.